Hey guys, in this tutorial, I'll show you how to connect EOS to your project so that you can save your game online and connect with your friends. Let's get started. If you have purchased the 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐿 plugin from Btide Studio, you can easily download it from Epic Games and add it to your project. However, if you want to use the free version of GitHub, we need to take a few extra steps. First, we need to download the plugin from GitHub. You can find the link in the video description. Next, we need to download the SDK from Epic Games. You can find this in the video description as well. You should use the latest version, as it contains many bug fixes. Now we add the SDK to the 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐿 plugin so that it contains all the necessary functions and similar items. To do this, copy all folders from the SDK and add them back to the EOS folder. This completes the setup. Now we need to add the plugin to our project. To do this, create a folder in your project and name it Plugins. Then put the plugin in there. Now we need to compile our project, as the plugin comes uncompiled on GitHub. To do this, make sure that your project is a C++ project. If this is not the case, open your project without the plugin and create an empty C++ file from there so that your project is converted into a C++ project by Unreal Engine. Then we need to build the project in Visual Studio and start it from there. In the Unreal Editor, make sure you disable the Fab plugin, as it has some conflicts with the 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐿 plugin because both use the EOS shared plugin. But 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐿 already includes it, causing unnecessary problems. In the EOS tab, in the Project Settings tab, fill in all the required information, such as the name of your game studio and the name of the game. Also, make sure that EOS Overlay is enabled so that the overlay can be displayed to us and our friends later on. Next, we will create our game on the Epic Games developer page, if you haven't already done so for your SDK. There, we will then create a new client policy in which you enable everything possible to get all the features Epic Games has to offer, such as banning players, creating sessions, or adding friends. Now we will create a client in which you can add the client policy you just created so that it can be used in your project. Use the same name as before. In my case, it is client. Now we add some information to our application, such as that we also want to access the player's friends. Do not activate country, as this causes many EOS functions to stop working. It seems to be a strange bug. Just leave it as it is and add our client in the other tab. That's it for the developer page, and we're almost done with the connection between EOS and our project. Now we just need to add all the data from the developer page to our 𝐒𝐮𝐽 plugin so that the plugin knows which project to connect to. Add everything, just like the client secret. Now we need to enable automatic setup, but first, make sure your project is saved, as it will close your project and then restart it so that everything you need is created in the background. We will now add a node to our blueprint that allows us to connect to 𝐒𝐴𝐵𝐾 to demonstrate that everything is functioning properly. For a more complex setup, please indicate in the comments whether you would like me to create another tutorial in which I demonstrate an auto login feature or something similar. If you also see the small overlay box in the upper right corner, then you have done everything correctly and your project has been successfully connected to Epic Games. This allows you to see your friends and add new ones. However, since no session has been created, you cannot invite them. Thank you for watching. I would really appreciate a like and a subscription. See you next time.